attempt from NRG to really step themselves further. They're waiting for the response actually from KRU, just holding for now, but eventually stepping over that line and taking the fight straight to them. Still dashing into the fray. It's not working out for KRU though. Have to rethink how they want to approach this one, but already a two-player disadvantage.
Yeah, a bit of a disaster there, and now this crossfire held back towards spawn. Good on Kesnet to find that first one, but KRU still don't have an angle into the site yet.
Just to open up a few more of these kills potential there, and okay, the kills are opened up wide. Still time is going to start to tick at this point. The post plan being played. Kesnet though, just ripping off their heads. Anybody who aims and tries to take those fights, that is KRU with an opening pistol round. Meat grinder to nade at his feet though. It's good discipline from KRU, making sure they can try and clear the way, but look at how aggressive these NRG players are. Just trying to hold this one up close into all of it. There's paranoias into their faces, still running them down with the guns in hand. They want to flip the map, taking that heavy control. Still, it's that 2 versus 1, and Som, he's left alone to do it all. Makes it that 1v1, but can he land this? Short Kesnet!
That was his last ball.
The Harbor roll, just making sure to sweep through. 2 players spotted, flashed up, everybody blind as anything. Kesnet trying to save the day, jumping around, stuns in play, Manor just barely getting himself out of there. Spam supplementing with the fire. NRG, full control of heaven now. The decision has to be made already for KRU. Defense just toppled like that, just trying to save these rifles.
Yeah, no way you're playing this round out. NRG spent everything.
One man against them all. He can hear this util going his way. Anti-flash position trying to be played here. TP's in and away, but no clearance. And listen, take your time with the shot. Still Som, instantaneous of the trade. An open sight now. NRG will be able to get this plant down. Safe with the cove on top of it. That wall is going to be hard to get through if you are KRU.
NRG are choosing to fight up in front. Stop anyone getting out from back towards spawn.
Players are weak. So util going to be looking at here. Stun into the one side. Dart. And a flash, it's all accompanying it. It's good. At that, Ethan is going to put a stop to any of that funny business out towards the back of the site, but he's killed. Flooding in now, Ethan! What a playmaker he is. And here's the difficulty for them, playing these retakes into these sites. Cosmic Divine makes it easier, but NRG are 1 step ahead. They're playing forwards, up onto the side again. Aggressive in terms of the angles, trying to hold it down. Nobody's watching this! There was potential there, more than that for a good couple of kills, but a flick from Kesnet, enough to adjust with the angle in time, and Ethan, he's low enough, 33 HP, and a dream traded. Leave it down to Verno, blindly firing away, but he doesn't know exactly where to even fire these shots. He's spraying a while, he's not gonna get it at all.
And they're all turned around, KRU trying to figure out where this Yoru is. Little do they know, it's everyone up in heaven from NRG.
Again, playing deep up on the side, trying to take these fights and just leaping straight past it. Unexpected. KRU just trying to set up for that retake. Catching them unaware. Deep flash in as well, getting the connections. What is that? Hello?
Spawn, here comes that hard wall. 3 players waiting for it.
Trying to cut up this side here, Shy. Just trying to anchor this one almost single-handedly here, but Verno, again, Hunter's Fury laying it down. Second burst, almost getting the 2-piece for his troubles. Mazzino, though, still trying to offload that util. A pause is called for here by NRG, slowing it down.
The KRU stall has been effective. And NRG, yeah, they can't really keep going into this area of the map. If they challenge mid, Kesnet's going to be waiting for them. But still, we're down to 35 seconds. Pretty soon, NRG are going to have to commit, and they're going to have to sprint it over to the B site.
And they're going to do just that. Knives are out. Nobody on towards the B side.
It won't even be that bad a retake for KRU, because Kesnet will be able to throw up those knives. Good news for NRG is there's no Viper Wall because they took down Shy already.
Free plan here, Som getting into position for it. As we've been noting, NRG have been playing hyper-aggressive up onto the side. This time it's a bit more split in terms of the presence, just the 2 of them. It's Ethan and Som playing towards the back here. Dart needs to be broken, which it is. The knives into the hands. They spot the 1. What a shot by Mazzino. Inside the smoke, though, these players just trying to play around it. They need some options. Hello, sticking all the way. NRG finding a few kills now. Up and around Som from behind. Mazzino snapping, but it's that 1v1 and he doesn't know where Ethan is! And they're running out of options quite rapidly at that. It's a well-layered approach here. All by NRG. Kills need to be had by KRU if they can even stand a chance. Smokes to try and get themselves in. Spamming, spraying away again, but time ticking on top of the spike. And all of these angles, the walls just trying to split up and partition all of the site away. Spamming with the bullets again. They don't know where these players might land. Nobody's got onto this in time, and it has ran entirely out for them. King forwards. Dash back by Kesnet, but he's being sprayed down. This is well thought out indeed. Dart and a flash underhanded. The play being made, but they were anti in the process still. Players are toppling on either side here, and it all comes down to this heaven control. Can they land these shots when it counts? Verno catching the first one. Kesnet low enough. Single shot to the head though. Bit of overkill in fashion. And Mazzino 1 HP to his name. Not a lot that he can do in this spot. Just being toyed with. TPs for the information. Scattered to the side. And this is the final round. Curtains drawn.
They're hanging out in mid.
Circumvents the entire Vice setup. But otherwise it was going to be laid down by Finesse. He's got a flash for retake though. And even winning the fight out onto Shy. Shy dropping his way back there. Puts a kill onto the ball for him, but Melzer just catching a few of the rotators. Deep flash into the back of the lines, but oh my goodness! Damage done, softening up these players and just not accounting for this high ground position. They can't deal with Kesnet! His own teammates, as Finesse just layering it down to try and stop the approach and a hit coming through. A bit of spam where that came from. There's 30 seconds left and you're trying to pivot. You've got no main control, you've got no mid control.
Yeah, I mean, Ethan's walked all the way up into main, and he's been lights out so far today.
And this is an aggro angle from him. He's getting all the info that they are heading towards him. Knives out. Ow, he's going to land these kills still, but the trader's on site and they're losing players all over the place.
I mean, Melzer's just run up mid.
There's 14 seconds left. Getting the jog on some, though. Has to be a player to stop them in their tracks. Wall down, isolates the one fight, instantaneous with the repeat, and now leaves it all down to Matter once more. This guy is always left to pick up the pieces. A 2v1, walls up, but will be dropping down. Shy with a reposition, opens up the angle, but a snap. And a flick of the wrist from Matter. Now to the 1v1 once more, him versus Melzer. A lot to account for in terms of that positioning. Flash up and over towards the top, Melzer! Playing in front of the bar. Okay, that's not being broken, that gives the game away. Players are gonna start rotating, and here Hunter's Fury off and around, trying to go for the play anyway. It's a paranoia, shoots through, players are blind, and Som capitalizes, tucks himself through, but just blinded up in a moment, and KRU are winning these fights. That's still Ethan alive. Here through the back, getting cheeky with it.
30 seconds left.
It's a nice kill. Backs himself away as well, wants to play the disciplined angle with the rest of his team to try and get themselves in TPs. Played it out, 2v3, flash through the back. That's a recall star. Mel's just trying to bait some players out into the open! And the trade's in the spacing, not quite there. There's 15 seconds left. Matter again, left to do it all. He's chopped down. Noise cues, sound cues made. This is the shot though, and they're swinging right onto him. Rifle picked up, flash up and around, to the side. But it's all Mauser, man. In uncomfortable positions, Verno off to the side here. Trying to play anti-flash almost into it. Even can't hit that trade, and he can't even TP to safety. It's a hammer walk, stretching wide and out. Som just doing anything to try and push them back, but already to sight garnered and granted. Up and over to the opposition. Som has got a lot to do in that spot, but there is no trade in sight for that kill onto Melzer. And an ult as well offloaded. Stun's going to be rattling out and away. Finesse should be set up, primed and ready for a couple more kills here, but not anticipating the angle. Dash, active, dodging off onto the flash, but Matter still there and connecting 1v1 again. Matter cannot lose this, and finally, around it goes his way. What the scoreline is, what Matter is, you win.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. Flash on through, look at that, again! NRG put in the same position!
They are getting brutalized, and Ethan caught out in the open. It's a smoke drop down, propped up in his face, just the least expected timing. Re-exploration from NRG, it's contact and walkabouts, but it's desperation inherently. They need to get a handle and a grip on this round.
It's not like KRU are reinventing the wheel.
No.
And yet, NRG now have to try something else. Finesse has crept all the way down into mid, but he gets timing by Melzer again. I mean, Melzer has locked down this mid space consistently throughout this half.
Run their way down here. Matter steps up to it. Som also not to pick down through mid. Wait a minute, this could be doable. Res in sight though, no spam from the rest of them. An attempt to punish from Matter Plant now coming through. Som goes down to the shot keys.
What?
Where's that one getting fired to? Matter got to save it. Only 350. Ethan is all the way off. Completely away from the site, and a deep mid play and push! Committing! Oh my! Seeing that one just the other day here. Hunter's Fury narrowly avoided just a bit of damage onto Mazzino, but these kills have toppled in the favor of KRU. Deep dart now in through the back of the site. Nice well committed. 2 players up and over it with a drone in their face. Finesse.
Horns activated.
I want to try and take that timing as Horns in his face. Damage onto a Versa, but no kill to be found up and over the top. That's Verno. But he is done and dusted. And Som's left just holding on to this cursed artifact of an op. Feels like it sometimes. Not the weapon of choice. Barely missing the timing, but just gets back onto the line. But creeping up from behind, that's Mazzino.
Does NRG have this walk-up? Maybe they can do something with this. It's their rifles.
Ethan's been dropped. Mada is hyper-committed. The knives are out. Just catches the 1 and the 2nd. Trade in sight, though, for Shy. Is it enough?
Importantly, Som has already put down the harbor wall. He's being able to flood into this site. The rotates are being called in. And he's in front of this Astra. He's got a real chance to stay alive.
He could definitely do something. Spell defeat here out for KRU, but they've cut noise entirely. They're just waiting for this wall to drop down.
They're fully walking out with it.
And dissipate.
Now NRG are second-guessing themselves.
Deep knife, getting the tag. They know that at least one player is in the surrounding areas. That's snappy again. Trades. Picture perfect from Shy. He's been on top of it. It's that more supportive player and roll. Deep drone into the back now. That is going to be a Steel Gardener, but a pit to play in gives you that peace of mind. Volley out towards the back. Dart, not seeing too much. Bit of random spam at play. But do you dare wade into this one? Shorty in hand. Creeping and crawling out through the back sections. Committing. Mazzino onto the plan. Finesse is walking a tightrope. Weaving in and out. Shy doesn't take that shot. Has a rifle to play with as well. Just trying to chase this guy down. Decay damage. Narrowly dropping. Shy seals it all up. It's a 4-piece.
Stop him.
Oh, he's fully broken the timings, and Kesnet none the wiser. Patience, discipline, being held. Oh my goodness. Under control though, it's all good, it's all good. Mada has cracked open the A site, and it's a frantic approach now from KRU.
It's a wild round, because NRG were originally just going to use him as a fake or maybe a late lurk, but finding that kill changed everything. Keep your eyes on KRU though. 3 players have run into mid to get a flank going on.
Deep Smoke's placed down. It's KRU posturing like they could be trying to put some players back in with a smoke like that. Still, just spotting the one. Verno's got to keep an eye onto it. Shock darts up and over. Dart to the side as well. A lot to deal with. And can't quite handle it. What a util just being thrown in his face. Up from heaven. Mazzino smoked and away from that angle. Here. Trying to flip that sight around, but there's still a lot to clear. No one is accounting for the heaven drop out. Weaving in and out. It's all Ethan now. He's got to do a lot from that spot, but Mada again into this spot here. Rattling away with the ghost. It's not enough.
To force for NRG again, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Just trying to take fight straight to them. Important that they win this one, but they've sent Mada in to basically die by himself. Maybe hoping to catch one of the anchoring to be players. A lot of util again expended out towards the A site. NRG trying to make their way in. Cage to cross into a lot of this one here, but just spamming away with the stingers. There's no real clear game plan, man. This is just throwing anything at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Yeah, they really thought that fake into B was going to do more, but Melzer took care of business on his own with the paranoia. All those A players just stuck to their guns and held onto the site. It's a really strange position now. And even with Verno trying to go over into the C site, he's going to end up running into trips or that camera down C long. Not much of a chance here for him.
Yeah, he will have an open site at least, working for him. KRU in this spot just stacking up over towards A, making sure they don't give away any solo fights. Chances for Verno to get back into it. Happy to play the retake, but they see that dart on their minimap. Middle of the plan, Verno not really able to get into a forward position. This is going to be a tough ask of him, Melzer. Probably going to be the first to take that contact as he is the lowest player, and the rest of them just swinging straight from behind.
Breakable trip.
Yeah, it's very breakable, but... Oh my, okay. Listen, Outlaw in hand, a lot of targets onto half armor. It doesn't really matter for Kesnet, apparently. He's all headshots today. Well respected, though. Keep up the sight. Dart just tagging up. A few stray bullets as well. Kesnet barely surviving.
Finesse will be so important in this round. There's no trip spawning him out in mid. He's got a great timing to pinch into the back of KRU here and win this critical round for NRG.
He's revealed his hand.
We dinked Kesnet.
A little bit too early! Oh my goodness, the bullet's going all over the place. The paranoia is excellent. And it's just sweeping right through the man. NRG.
Kesnet is going to have this lurk. Now he can glide over the first trip, boost over the next. Look at Garage, though.
They missed the timing.
Hold on.
Up into Garage fight yet. Melzer dropped in his place. Ethan and Verno just colliding and clashing straight into them. Kesnet, though, to bullet to the back of Som just when he was not expecting it. Deep up, tucked onto the side. Players on through main, need to try and defend them. Dodging, weaving this way and that. Verno can't survive for much longer though, still 2v2. Getting off onto the side here, versus onto that forward angle, double swing in the face. And the play finally.
He can full excel into this.
Yeah, and Verso smoking his face, he knows what's occurring.
He has the stun again.
It's already there, stun, swinging straight into it. It needs to be supplemented with a little bit more. There's damage done to a few of these players. The counter spam is good. Kesnet there with the knives. Smoke at his feet just to try and buy them a bit of safety. 3 versus 3. Plan has to be stuck here. How about Ethan? Front line back online for him. Can try and slow down his approach. The paranoia. Be traded out evenly for it. Smokes into the face of these crew players. Going to be finding it hard to get damage done, but Kesnet, Sky, is a wrecking ball man, just absolutely lighting them all up. Players are up. Adverso could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, calling it a ton of breach utility just to get these players from crew back on site.
Players are on. They want to try and square up to it. Straight up into the smokers. What Mazzino! God almighty, target-rich environment doesn't even sell it properly. Are not committing.
But they're gonna have to.
Deep anchor smoke, paranoia now sweeping through, and this time with the util! Adverso, he's dominated the angle with that short control. The rest of his team, it gives them that peace of mind and safety to get straight back in and make this defense possible. They swarmed it now. Entirely up onto the side, reveals across the board. How the hell are you getting away with that, McCom? At least some, I should say.
Be like, hey, maybe we could be lurking here.
Yeah.
They're trying to both players, but crew are not fooled.
Well, they're going to go into the C split. Anchoring, tough position. Melza there could have potentially got a lot done. This is NRG. Okay, pressure's on and mounting, but sometimes that's when you perform at best. These crew players swept away, just like that.
Spike planted.
NRG set themselves up now into the 4v2 spot. Tagged up, Mazzino trying to get ahead of the time when he was tagged up by him. Maybe there was a chance for it. Adverso might still want to go for this. You've got the money. You want away from the ult. Might as well. Eco damage also pretty important, considering how much NRG have been against the ropes. But honestly, Lurk coming through, knife out.
Fight into A just yet. So this time seeing that drone, NRG quickly accelerating into garage. Melzer right in the corner,
Melzer
and he gets it.
Ethan's there, quick on the trigger, just trying to trade this one out. TP through into the back of the site. And Verno supplementing with a bit of extra firepower. This is the C site now cracked open.
It's garage. That's what's been working for NRG. And again, Finesse is waiting there. He's got a trip in window. Now the ult to push players off the spike.
Hunter's Fury. Doesn't get too much. It's not comboed up with a fault line just to try and slow a player down. It's a bit instinctual from crew, but that leaves openings if the discipline isn't quite there. And NRG are just trying to hold this one down. It needs to be a little bit of coverage surely for Verno to try and at least stick this one. You're losing gunfights up onto long. The players are already into the site. Oh my!
All right, spike out in front B.
Here is a tempo increase. Oh no. Oh no. TP4s by Som just trying to cut up these angles as well. Anything to try and close that gap matter. Okay, his team needed that.
Hold on, there's a flank in window. Kesnet pushed all the way out into long and has an op.
Still the smoke. Not going to be dissipating. Doesn't look like any time soon. The rest of his team, NRG, happy to play up close and personal now onto the side. But he's giving good information for the rest of his team. They're going to know that they're playing this one aggressively at first, so you can see patience with the play that he's playing. Here. This is all just from Kesnet, taking this forward position. Util out into the hands, Matter. He's already got 2 for the troubles. Can he make it a little bit better here? NRG, aggro. The aggression, kills toppled here, and damage done to the final few players. It's Vern.
A whole lot spent, even a flash towards backside, trying to distract players in garage. No one's distracted.
Yeah, Finesse is taking first contact, trying to play off of this. Drone swinging wide, skates on the feet of Ethan, but he had the shot not called for. My God, Ethan is really gonna have to barrel himself and his team all the way through. Yeah, they should. Yeah, spotted out. Matter takes that point and that contact, and now a quick move over towards the A site. Seem to be aware that Melzer's not going to be really anywhere near this one, but Melzer's also got tools to play with. Paranoia still. Smoke's going to be regenning. Too sure when, but at some point soon. He's got one back.
And with the HP, he only needs 3 bullets to get 2 kills.
Ult online if he wants the information on top of it. Doesn't choose to use it though. It's all contact for now. Anything to hunt out these players. Smoke to try and divide up this site. Planted in an awkward spot here. Paranoia now, he does reveal his hand and has plays towards his back now. All it takes is the first peek and the timing. Ethan.
Smoke up in 2.
He's holding his util out. He's got the fault line. Spots matter. Stuns up, avoids, dodges it. At this point, you're running out of the wing con stun landing, and I believe that circle is shrinking. And he knows it. Yeah, it's a bit whiff even.
Somewhat unexpected.
It didn't pull the Paranoia though. Out of Melzer's hands. He's got this one for the retake, but it looks like a lot of players out through heaven. Matter's already picked off the one. Rotations to be made.
That means no one to watch the flank, so Finesse's timing here is going to be immaculate.
Yeah, he's looked his way all the way back. This could be the pistol round that they needed. Util used. Trying to bait the Diversos not into this corner, and it's worked ever so slightly. Colliding and clashing. Finesse, you're going to do a lot into that spot. Verno off from the side.
Well, those ideas were good on paper.
Yeah, that's nice. It's nice, Matter. Okay, where'd that come from? Catching everybody unaware.
So the thing is, Finesse, he's more of a big picture guy.
Yeah.
Mata handles the day-to-day.
The day-to-day.
Yeah,
the
that's
heavy
what
lifting.
he's in charge of.
Yeah. The pistol round aces, potentially.
Yeah. The Guardian 3 case, winning the bonus, yeah. You can count on the guy.
Dropped to 140 for Kesnet. Still lands that shot. Now this is a 2v3. NRG are not out of the danger zone just yet, but another kill might be enough to do it. Listen, ult earned, and why not? Kesnet's low enough. They stand their ground, but you're just going to be cleaved down. Bonus converted. Taking a bit of damage from it. Cuts it up though. There's a Paranoia and a flash forward. He's spamming away. He's revealed it. He's got reinforcements. Players are drifting into the side to try and help and assist. Heavy presence actually, just from these NRG players. TP forwards, Melzer as the follow-up and play shy, drifting in and out. A lot of their players up and forward, so they have players ready though to deal with a lot of this.
Double
That
stun.
stun is lovely. Yes, they do. Dart is immediately dealt with. Ethan, lovely pre-aim as well, just anticipating the movement and the positionings of Kesnet. Hunter's Fury, nothing to be found with it. Just going to be throwing almost anything into this fight here, but already one step ahead is NRG. He's going to take that raw gunplay in hand. They're not even aware of the fact that Som was cutting up these angles. Anything to try and punish this one here. Who's taking the contact? Ethan was holding down the util. Yeah, no one was holding for it. Ethan didn't feel safe to even do that. Paranoia, those sweeping forwards. Oh, no way. Patience and discipline at its core. This guy has just absolutely saved the day for them. You can scurry away and try and save that gun. Still, Spike dropped down into the middle of nowhere. A lot to break down, honestly.
I mean, talk about Ethan being in the right position.
Yeah.
You never expect Finesse to have teammates around him when he's anchoring a site. Loves to play on his own side. Into the cubby, it's a full bait setup for the Omen.
A lot of differences, dude. Mata is going to be pushing 30 kills at this point almost, surely. This guy, he's dropping them. Double face up, jump spot almost punished. It's damage under Verno. Mata wants to go for another peek. And why not? Stunned up, slow to a crawl. Now what the second one is as well.
Yeah, give me another.
Dropped down. 30 kills reached for this guy.
Feel those walls closing in. It's shy to try and find FNS here. And he catches him without a gun out!
Yeah, just not quite expecting that one. Still, NRG could make a play towards this one. But now the flank is no longer a worry for these crew players. Dart up and over. Paranoia on top of it. Som just trying to create an opening. Crack open the site from many different angles. A lot of openings still ready to be claimed, Ethan from the high ground, but he's just one man at this point. 1v2 scenario and damage done to him. Does he really want to try and play for this? Exit still valuable when the money is being stretched thin. Be feeling out that there could be the type of setup.
But now the stun is back up. They're going to exit.
Start missed. Oh my god, it collided straight into the bricks up and over the top. They're going to be dodging most of these trips coming your way. Vanessa gets spammed up in heaven. Oh dear. Still, it's not done and dusted just yet for NRG. Potentially still get back into this one, but it's going to be a bit harder when your Cypher setup was dismantled.
Oh, Mata's going for the flank. He's gotten up now, but he's going to pop that ultimate and speed up this flank. Not too long from now.
Heaven entirely open. No smoke available for it. Pre-aiming. Okay, keeping at the back of their minds the possibility of the darts in play.
Unless they're calling to save the 4v5. Could stack A off of that. I think that's the right call.
Yeah. Now just hearing it. It's a cacophony of footsteps, dashing forwards as well as a stun in place at his feet.
Oh, it's awkward.
Dart over towards the back this time. It is going to be dealt with. Players trying to flood their way straight back. Inferno's there, alive, with the rifle in hand, tapping away. Crouched up inside the smoke is how they seal that one up, 13-10. Trying to get mobile. Smoke's in the face of multiple players here. Full 5v5 retake, but already giving up the at least feel of this round here. Placing the backs as well towards the classics. In hand for KRU. Flipping it. 3 versus 3, anti-flash here for Vanessa, no clearance into the corner, but the trade in sight at least for Shy. Backing away now, Mada wants to play time with the rest of his team. It's a difficult one at that. Nade rebounding this way and to the side. KRU scattered them to the wind, and they just about get onto it in time, I believe. Well, in a different fashion, honestly. It was Mada kind of taking over.
Yeah, Mada getting an ace, getting an ultimate online round 3 with a showstopper. This time it's just Verno and Som with the big buys coming in with a Phantom and Vandal respectively. Just running out on the spam.
Yeah, they know exactly what KRU are going for here. It's really important these days on Bind. You want to try and deny these ult orbs, but not to the expense of your life.
Yeah, because Bind's one of those maps, sort of like a fracture, like a split, where usually all the comps you're playing just have all of the full exec ultimates.
Yeah.
Which means that when you're, especially on the attacking side, and you're
See,
winning
Mada,
the early rounds, you can get there online real quick.
Give this guy the plan too. He really wanted to min-max it. It's coming out wide here. Horn is at least dealt with. Doing a lot of damage to Mada.
Okay.
Isn't it? Taking off the head of Som. Everyone rebounding. Double up. You are potentially lining up. Damage more than done. This is a classic in the hand of Adverso, and it's done a lot of steady work here. Mada's down to the 2 HP a little bit prior. He feels like he can't really take that fight. And KRU repositioning, almost expecting a TP play.
I think they're reading that Finesse probably lurked through A. But the weird thing is, like, there's a Vandal down long Finesse could go for if he wants to. He's just clearing the site, paving the way.
Oh, this is a little bit awkward. And clearance, they see the barrel, surely. Surely, they do. Finesse is done. Dusted up, 2 HP for Magden. The rifle cannot save you there. After all that. It's going to be a big one. Nade already rebounding. Straight into the back now, and you're going to be sending it flying forwards. Slow, and the Thorn's not enough to stop this. No consideration. The Shy could be into that angle. The fuse just steadily running out, and not enough there. And he's just walking straight into them. Oh my. Acknowledgement he needed.
Yeah, really good timing on that note. Ethan's knife did just come back. Are you kidding me?
It's an operator of their own. Bit of a team blind in the process. There's a nade at the feed. Kesnit needs to get the hell out of there. Wait a second. Rocket has to rebound because the suppression was spread wide across the field. Doesn't actually connect onto any players here. NRG call for a pause. This is good discipline in the moment. Smokes are going to fade. Wall going down. Time to strike is nigh, but do they choose to take it? Contact plays potentially there. Sees in the hands of one of the players. Out through the back now and out onto the site. NRG going to try and make a good go at this, but the spike has been dropped down into the laps of these players. KRU have got it on full lockdown. And the options down to absolutely nothing.
You
The
just
money
can't
has to be
play it.
saved.
Nope. Got to get out of there. I mean, honestly.
Here it is. Knife is broken though. Nade across the side. That's Shy. Just spamming randomly. Still the flash is good with the connection. Steel Garden has to be offloaded. Any sort of safety to be found with it. Wall even being triggered there. FNS looking like he wants to try and hop over the top of it if he can. The players managed to take control of this, and with the Nightfall now scattering off from the side, and is putting a bit of pep in the step with the NRG players, but they can't quite get inside these smokes. Doesn't matter, the sound cues are cut away entirely. Rifle play needs to reign supreme, and Shy is just running a miracle onto the site, or is he? Still, time has been bought, and Verso in through the fight into the back of Halls and brings to that 1v1. Ethan is the Guardian to work with, but that's all it takes.
B hit this time, the lurk into again, setting up for a B pop.
You're crazy for that. My God, Shy. He's taking a peek. The back of God knows what. Flash also getting that connection, and a bit of random spam again. Said it earlier, but it is just purely instinctual. He just knows the timings to take. Rattling away with the bullets.
On Abyss, this guy was on Pie Watch, and now he is just farming NRG.
Yeah. The Viper's Pit gives you no options to lurk through. It's an avenue that you cannot take. The only option is to go over towards B. Players are stacking.
But again, the stall, I mean, the combination of Vise, Viper here, and Ob holding down Hookah.
Knife against the wall.
Okay.
Tags onto Shy, managed to get the thorns off though, just in time. Smoke's going to be splitting this one up entirely as well. Satchel's up and over. Smoke.
Shy's such a rat!
Yeah, he can hide entirely into this. They're spamming it away. There's an awareness there. Grimult in through the back now. Orbital strike. Is that going to be enough to push them into the fight? Yes, it is. They're spamming the potential pockets of safety that KRU were just trying to cower inside. It's brought them down, and it's brought it to a 2 versus 3 now. NRG with control of the site. And FNS trying to teach them a lesson of himself. Adverso, though, quick. Rapid for the approach. 36 health for Adverso. But this is all locked down by NRG. Surely it is. Surely they anticipate something of this line.
We'll give him that one.
Straight into it. Straight into it. We're not slowing down.
He's still hitting Verno with those shots, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Verno dropped down just to 56. Look, play up through short. You have the thorns to pop off, and there you go. You've been given the timing that you needed. Nade rebounding at the back, but this is a dire start for NRG to the round.
Sky flashed through the teleporter, saw no one there, so KRU are fully ready for the walk into A short.
Also, I mean, I don't know what he's trying to spot with this one, but still, players have looked up onto the line, and Adverso is ready to cut them up. Rifle in hand, Melzer at his back. Oh my goodness, okay. Just about wrangled that one, hello.
Again?
Goes the angle! They're slow to a crawl. They are slow to a bloody crawl.
I just don't even know what to say.
You're trying to speed up the round after that one, still to jiggle almost punish Adverso. Barely there.
Uh-oh,
It's a thread of life remaining. Mazzino on the look.
These guys might not even look at each other.
The timing, there's potential then. There's fights occurring on all sides of the map.
There's no way. Finesse has somehow gotten all the way past him. I mean, honestly, if he gets into B, they could jump back in the teleporter. NRG could play this round out with a Viper's Pit.
Oh, okay, the shot is not going to value there. Some even sprays down to 2 of them. Spike's been dropped down into the open with Verno dying.
It's on the wrong side of the wall, that Spike.
And this is, oh God. Okay. Now we're left to watch the FNS POV.
I'm not quite sure what I'm watching, Brent.
No, I don't know either.
Because the last 2 rounds have just been people getting killed through smoke, and then people walking directly past the TP.
There's a pit in short, there's thorns in short. They have an orbital strike to deny plan. That's what I mean, the time is getting away from them. Because the options are just limited, and Adverso, this guy, oh, he's embodying the rat right now. Players lit up, and the fire and spam from Ethan whips it around to try and at least save them, but the thorns bring him down. He had the spike, he was carrying it, man. He had to make a play. There's 10 seconds remaining. This is, I mean, I'm just going to call it how it is. It's tragic.
Just slipping away.
They want to hunt this one down.
It doesn't matter.
Pixel angle. Just breaking the Prowler. The knife does connect here. This one, a bit more oomph behind it. The horn's going to be broken, though. At least deals with the one side of it. Sees up and around. That's a showstopper going forwards. Missing the angle. Up onto Mada. Mazzino popping out and through. And he needed to do something. He did just that. Taken over towards the site, and it's a pit layer down just for that extra bit of safety, but it does allow KRU to get back in.
Mada might have woken up, but the best players this map for KRU are still in it. Adverso's been on a heater.
Shorty in hat too. Oh my goodness, there's no shot. Spam into the corner, Som is barely alive. It's on the cusp of it. Orbital strike as well into his hands, but of course, it's not going to come into play whatsoever. Spamming away with the shotguns in their hands. Just the slightest of pockets for Nesto. Snappy, and there's the orbital strike. It's an insurance policy, which clears out through most of it, time ticking. Pit in their face as well. And it's inevitable at this point. This will be the 4th round for NRG. Right when they needed it. Familiar scenes to Haven, and for NRG's sake, they're going to be hoping that they can keep it going. Almost a repeat. And a pack of players from NRG all playing into spawns so they can quickly respond to the sound cues indeed. Thorns in through the back. Not detted in time here. Trying to save themselves with the satchels in play, and Som just dominating that position. He's locked down lamps this entire time for his team to have that as a potential option. 2 players already down and out. Do you dare step in to his lair? Som is still alive. Here with a shorty. Oversteps himself, feeling the pressure and the heat, but he might have just done enough for him. Wait a minute. Shy is cooking. Mazzino by his side. And just like that, 4v2 turned to a 2v2. Repositions as well. It's excellent from KRU. trying to take these peeks into these players. The snake pipe pushing them out into the open. The vulnerable applies. Zeno, countdown of time, and it is ticking indeed for these players. They realize it. Ethan's got off of it. As great a player as you've been, it's too much to overcome. Shy. Yeah. They know what's going to be occurring. They've got the players into the right positions. It just comes down to the gunplay in a stall. It's a nade pulled out of them. A bit of spam occurring on either side here. Matter actually drifting and does go down to it. 3 players though. Caught with the knife, but caught with a util out in your hands. Ethan dropped to his knees.
Unable.
That was
35 seconds left. What is the call to be made? Silgarden earned up, hopping up on top of the ledge. And now finally taking space off the back of it. Respect has to be shown here. Spam into the corner, that is very good. Makes them second guess the actual planning of that one, knocking these players down to low HP.
But NRG have no flank coming in. They've got no flashes to get back on the site. They've got no smokes. They have to go into every fight disadvantaged.
Just looking for any chance they can. Molly's sent flying, swings are coming, but it's a little bit too late for that still. FNS off from around the sides, but he's dropped down to just 10 HP himself. Distraction needs to be made, but the players have just got their watchful eyes on every single possible angle. They want to take this gun away too. At that, there is no remorse in sight from KRU. Trying to make moves over towards it. The backstab is coming.
He
Still
missed the window!
TV!
You can't do that!
Narrowly avoided him, but they're going to be looking. Oh, wait a minute. That's a spike drop down. His chances here for him, but no. Okay, stolen. Straight away. Som going for the swing. Bit of Ferrari speed off the back of that one.
30 seconds.
Shy's not going to know what it hits him. Zeno's still going to be sticking this one, and Verno taking these fights, isolating the angles, winning it out. Getting the confidence back here for NRG and a massive player advantage.
Verno calling for reinforcements.
Now let it
Subakez is
slip.
fighting forward!
Forced out though, wide into the open with the nade itself, and that it's a wish of pressure being sent out by him alone. Shy even with the deep wall. I actually love this position here.
What? Finesse?
Hello?
I think just caught the jump peek of Melzer.
A bit of jump peek, or maybe just a bit of spam with the wall going up.
Certainly possible.
It's a nice opener though.
Yeah, KRU definitely thinking about moving all the way over into the B site, but with Ethan anchoring this down, I didn't see the timing of his knife, but should not be very long. Yeah, his knife just came back up, so very easy for NRG to keep this stalled by cycling the wall. Once that goes down, Ethan pops the knife. Still have a seize to make sure players can't get out of Octo.
Very good stall util in the hands of these NRG players.
Beautiful.
Game gets slowed down just like this.
Seize combo!
Seize follow it up. Oh, into the corner. There is no surviving that. Is that a flash through on top of it? I'm not too sure, but either way, that's going to more than get the job done.
30 seconds left.
Just a little bit of everything there. This comp could be so versatile. Comboing different abilities. That's a round that'll, bring the spirits up a little bit.
And listen, that's what it takes, one round at a time. Is flash over the top, Molly on top of it. Oh my god, the bullet's just about missing, and these Alba players surely going to be playing a part into the action at some point. Deep knife. Versus still down over the top. Nade up and around. Wart needs to be at least dropped in here. Gunfight's one out, at least on either side. Traded here with a nightfall on top of it. No more sound cues, and Shy! Goodness me, that's monstrous. He does not care, man! Defensive setup of NRG. It's not a bad one, but a full committal now. It's a steel garden. Overlaid on top. Players trying to drift up, and the TPs are called. Pushing them back, there's an orbital strike, but it's a little bit delayed still at first, so nasty shot. Everybody corralled, everybody collected up. Showstopper rebounds, recalls the gunplay in order. Shy! My goodness! Off onto the corner, already collecting the 2, and it leaves it down to Finesse. The IGL, throughout the history of VCT, his teams have always been able to get it done. But this is the unthinkable made manifest. This is KRU when everybody doubted them. Taking that step forwards. Finesse trying to do it. Spotted out. Flash in his face. No chance at all. 13-7.